So I'm at my sister's house, and she does landscaping, her and her husband. And she's been mowing under this beautiful maple tree this whole time. And all of a sudden she realized all summer long she's been mowing right under this hornet's nest. Literally this hornet's nest. And as you look at this hornet's nest, it's literally a work of art. These hornets have put together in nature this most beautiful work of art. So I was like, I know that I read about hornets in the Bible. So I thought, let me go look and see. So sure enough, it's in Joshua 24. It's also in Deuteronomy. But in Joshua 24, God lists some of the battles that he won for us. So let's go down it. And Joshua gathered all the tribes of Israel to Shechem, and called for the elders of Israel, and for their heads, and for their judges, and for their officers. And they presented themselves before God. And Joshua said unto all the people, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Your fathers dwelt on the other side of the flood in old time, even Terah, the father of Abraham, and the father of Nahor, and they served other gods. And I took your father Abraham from the other side of the flood, and led him throughout all the land of Canaan, and multiplied his seed, and gave him Isaac. And I gave unto Isaac Jacob and Esau, and I gave unto Esau Mount Seir to possess it. But Jacob and his children went down into Egypt. And I sent Moses and Aaron, and I plagued Egypt according to that which I did among them. And afterward I brought you out. And I brought your fathers out of Egypt, and ye came unto the sea, and the Egyptians pursued. Sorry, I lost my spot here. And the Egyptians pursued after your fathers with chariots and horsemen unto the Red Sea. And when they cried unto the Lord, he put darkness between you and the Egyptians, and brought the sea upon them, and covered them. Now here he's going to tell you the weapons of the warfare. Darkness here, right? And brought the sea upon them, covered them, and your eyes have seen what I have done in Egypt. And ye dwelt in the wilderness a long season. And I brought you into the land of the Amorites, which dwelt on the other side of Jordan. And they fought with you, and I gave them into your hand, that ye might possess their land. And I destroyed them before you. And Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab, rose and warred against Israel, and sent and called Balaam, the son of Beor, to curse you. But I would not hearken unto Balaam. God would not appeal to somebody trying to curse you. Therefore he blessed you. Somebody trying to curse you turned into having to bless you. And he blessed you still, so I delivered you out of his hand. Think about that. Somebody attempting to bless you, God forced them to curse you. And he's blessing you still. God forced them to bless you. And he went over Jordan and came unto Jericho. And the men of Jericho fought against you, the Amorites, the Perizzites, and the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites. And I delivered them into your hand. How? And I sent the hornet before you, which drave them out before you, even the 2 kings of the Amorites, but not with thy sword, nor with thy bow. And I have given you a land for which ye did not labor. So you didn't have to use weapons of man's warfare. I sent hornets. God sent hornets. It was a weapon of warfare. Look right here. A beautiful work of nature is a weapon of God. So look at that. A weapon of God. He sent out to go do what? And I have given you a land for which ye did not labor, and cities which ye built not, and ye dwelt in them. Of all the vineyards and olive yards which ye planted not, do ye eat. Now therefore fear the Lord, and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood, and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And the people answered and said, God forbid that we should forsake the Lord to serve other gods. For the Lord our God, he it is that brought us up out of our father's land, up out of our fathers out of the land of Egypt, and from the house of bondage, and which did those great signs in our sight, and preserved us in all the way wherein we went, and among all the people, and through whom we passed. And the Lord drave out from before us all the people, even the Amorites, which dwelt in the land thereof. We will also serve the Lord, for he is our God. That today is the story of the Hornets. God bless.